You ever heard Tom Cruise, the predominant badass? When he's not jumping on couches, he's making awesome movies. I don't care what you think of him personally. He makes some really good movies. And so when I heard about Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, you can bet I'm there. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. Look, anything with Tom Cruise, sign me up. But I'm gonna be honest. I like his movies. I think it's badass that he does a lot of his own stunts. I think he's one of those dudes that you actually hang out with, you probably fucking like to hang out with the guy. I bet you he's a fucking awesome dude to hang out with. And I don't really give a shit if he's a Scientologist, or he believes in aliens, or if he likes a thumb in his butt. I don't give a shit. Because I like his movies, right? And in the end, that's what matters. So, the original Jack Reacher was actually a really well done film. And so, when I heard about Jack Reacher 2, which they don't have that, it's basically subtitled Never Go Back, that's awesome. Because the Jack Reacher character by himself is basically his character from A Few Good Men, retired early, and now he's just kicking ass. He's basically walking around, he roams around the world and just figures shit out and then captures bad guys, which is cool. Now that I think about it, yeah, it's actually kind of a stupid idea, but going into this movie, I was expecting some big things. I mean, it has Kobe Smulders. I think it's Smulders. I think they were forewarning us when they said never go back. Because this is a movie you should never go back to. You should have never walked in the first place. Get a hot coal and just dab it into my eyes multiple times. Because, one, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. It ramped up so quickly. I was confused. And look, I'm a moron. That is true. But at the same time, at the beginning, he had a fight and he gets these cops arrested for doing something. He basically tells people, I'm a badass, you're going to jail, watch. And that's what I like about the character, right? Jack Reacher is a cool character because he tells you what's going to happen. He's very straight-laced. He tells you what he's going to do and he fucking does it. Doesn't matter. I'm going to break two of your arms. I'm going to break both your legs and I'm going to give you a wedgie. And then he does it. Even though he's outnumbered. And it's fucking awesome, right? He's basically the Jason Bourne, but in the form of a hitchhiker. Seeing this movie, I was expecting a lot. And then all of a sudden it just kind of, what? He calls up the lady, Kobe Smulders, and they're talking, and then it passes time passes, or something happens real quick, and the next thing you know, like, he goes to see her, because they've always been playing phone sex, I guess, and then they ultimately don't meet up because she's been arrested for something that she didn't do. He wanted to hit that, and so he goes, man, I'm not letting this happen. I'm going after him. And they set him up, and he obviously has to do his thing. But then it got really weird. It's almost like the writing got lazy, okay? Someone was like, look, let's just have coincidences. A coincidence in a movie means it's lazy writing. Because when he gets arrested and then he's sent to the jail, the military jail, he gets out, because he's awesome, right? And it just happens that the woman he's been looking for, who was framed, happens to be in the room across the way, waiting for who knows what. And I'll be honest, at that point, I kind of lost interest. Yeah, I promise you, they dialed that in. And then after that, it just turned into basically a road trip where you wanted them to have sex and they never did. And then lo and behold, they threw in the fake daughter, the sassy teenager who didn't really listen to anybody because she was a rebel and she was supposedly his daughter, but she actually wasn't, because her mom was a prostitute. It was just, what? They needed a pressure point for Tom Cruise in this movie, Jack Reacher. So they were like, oh, well, if we make him have a fake daughter, then the bad guys can go after his fake daughter, who he's unsure if she's fake or not, which, I don't know, if you slept with that many women, you might just, I want to remind you, don't drink as much, one. And two, okay, use protection, okay? I mean, let's be honest. There was too many characters. There was a bad guy who we didn't even feel for the bad guy. It was just like some dude killing everybody because of military movement of weapons, and she supposedly caught on to it, and they just framed her. And it's just like, what is fucking going on? Maybe it's an amazing movie and I'm just too fucking stupid. I had no feeling for the bad guy. I had no feeling for 90% of the characters. I didn't really even care about the girl. Coincidentally, she learns a move from Kobe. In the finale, the move that she learned from Kobe, suddenly she uses it against an ex-military dude who's probably been killing people for a long time. That's hard to believe too. She's like a 16, or maybe she's 18, maybe she's 20, I don't know. But she was kind of a small girl, and she's gonna do that move on the guy. I'm not buying it. Do not go watch this movie. It is a waste of your time. You are going to want to punch someone in the face, because usually someone brings me to the theater to watch a movie. Now this time I brought someone, so they punched me in the face, which deservingly so. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back is exactly right. You should never go in to see this movie. I give this movie a 4 out of 10 because it has those moments, the Jack Reacher moments, the cool moments, right? Here's one interesting thing. Jack Reacher is basically hitchhiking all over. He always ends up hitchhiking everywhere. He's always walking down the road with his thumb out. And the rule of the road is this. We all know what the rule of the road is when you hitchhike. So I'm assuming that Jack Reacher's given a lot of hand jobs or a lot of BJs on the road. That's the only way he's going to be traveling all over the, U.S. Which is, that adds another dark layer to this movie. You got to be a pro at least hand jobs if you're going to be hitchhiking as often as he is.